So the only change we have to make is to increase this processing to 4 CPU 16 GB, right?
Yeah, the next size, whichever the next size is available. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can increase or decrease, but reducing is not recommended. Don't reduce it, that will impact your existing performance. So usually customers will go for scale up.
So where do I check my hardware specs?
At the OS level, you can check like this.
Control panel.
It's not in control panel. My computer properties, right click properties. I mean, look into my screen. This PC, right click properties.
Okay, sir.
Done, sir.
Can I hear from others?
Done, sir. Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Yeah, done, sir. Done, sir.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for your confirmation. So let's move on to other resources. The other resources here is hard disk and network card. Network, we call it as network interface card. Network card, you cannot increase it when a machine is on, but you can increase hard disk. I mean, you can dynamically expand a hard disk. So let me do that. Click on edit when I scroll down, and here you can find I have one disk that is called a boot disk, and if I want to add a new disk, can I say this, add a new disk, all of you?
Yes, sir.
I'll click on add a new disk, and here it will ask you your disk name. I'll call it as app disk, application disk, and what type of disk you want, whether you need standard persistent or SSD. I'll go with SSD persistent disk, right? And source type, it's a blank disk. Read write should be enabled. All our other remaining stuffs are default. And size, how much you want. Minimum sizes like I guess it is 16 GB, 1 to 16 GB, I guess. Let me check. Oh, 10 GB it is. Minimum size is 10 GB. Maximum is 64 TB. Okay. Let me give a size now. 64 TB size. Can you see it is allowing? So let me increase little. Can you see? What is the maximum size? All of you?
65,000.
Maximum is 16 TB as a one single disk. Okay, you can add multiple 64 TBs, but one single disk size is 64 TB. So I'll go with only one disk now. And see here also I want to show you at the OS level. We can use a command called, go to search, run run or command prompt, anything is fine. Here you can check the sizes, current size. You can type disk mgmt.msc. Make a note of this command, disk mgmt.msc, disk management.msc. Right, once you navigate, you can see you have currently only one disk, that is disk 0. This is your operating system disk, and the disk which I am adding now, what disk it is?
App disk.
Application disk. Yeah, that is just to know like the differences from my end. So let me verify that 10 GB selected. Yes, it does, and click on save. So you will see now within another 30 seconds, you will see one new disk here. Can you see this now, guys? All of
Yes,
you.
sir.
Yeah, and this disk you can format and create a file system. You can right click and you have an option called initialize a disk. You can click on this, click OK, and then right click, new volume. First you need to initialize and then you can create a volume from this. Volume label you can provide it as app disk. So now you all see there are two drives in this machine. One is called C drive, other one is called D drive. So I'll open D drive now. Here you can create files. This added successfully. So the disk is added successfully. Can you all do this now? All of you? Can you add a new application disk to your machine? Please proceed.
Sir, what is the type of the disk?
You can add SSD or standard persistent, anything you like.
Okay.
So can you show me how to convert that app disk into D drive?
Yeah. Click on this disk one, right click. There is one option called initialize disk. And then right hand side, you right click, click on new simple volume.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Okay, thank you. Let me hear from others as well.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay.
Done, sir. Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, right. Let's move on. Okay, next method is called VM deployment using marketplace. Okay, let me give a hint about like what is this all about. Excuse me. So you all know this Play Store, right? You know Google Play Store, all of you?
Yes, sir.
In Google Play Store, you can find Google Apps as well as third-party apps. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Let's take one app called WhatsApp. Want to run WhatsApp application on Google Play Store. What is the programming language is used? What is the programming language used to build a WhatsApp app for Android?
Android.
And similarly for iPhone, it is in iOS compatible programming language, correct? So what WhatsApp company does is they'll combine a program which is compatible with Google as well as WhatsApp compliances. Means they'll combine both Google compatible compliances or application customizations along with the company compliances, where they will update a security patch or they will lock in user information. It's a combined one. It's a combined program, right? And they will upload in Play Store. And as a third party user, you can just download. And there was a time that when you want to activate WhatsApp, you need to pay 10 rupees something, right? Do you remember this, all of you?
In the beginning days, yeah.
Yeah, how much it is? Anyone remember? Some, I think 100 rupees. Beginning, if you want to use WhatsApp services, right, you need to pay 100 rupees. This is for a year or some kind of an subscription. Okay, so what happens here, this 100 rupees will go to whom? WhatsApp company, correct?
Yes. And Google, right?
That will go to company. Yeah, that's right. And when they host it's on the Google platform, then WhatsApp will pay money to whom? Google. Okay, so it's a profit for both Google as well as WhatsApp. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Same thing here in Google Cloud also. So let's bring this up. So we have something called marketplace. So in marketplace, you will find Google services as well as third-party vendor services. See here, lot of applications. Okay, you can see virtual machines 1128, Google platform 50, API and services, Kubernetes developer versions, databases. Okay, so let's take one of the services called WordPress. Okay, do you know who is WordPress? All of you? What is the use of WordPress?
I don't know, sir.
So it's a blogging site. We can use it to create websites.
Yeah. WordPress, it's an online portal where you can write your own blogs, or they also provide content hosting, and it was open source. Now many people are integrated and they are charging prices on it. Okay, so what we'll do now is we are gonna deploy a WordPress. So this WordPress is available in the, if you search a marketplace, right, it is directly available here next to NVIDIA virtual machine. You can click on this. I'll show you now and then you can do it, and it will show you Google click to deploy. So this will be charged like $14 per month, where a single machine would be deployed, and within that a website also be hosted. Do you remember just now we deployed one website, correct? That we have deployed. Do you agree with me? We have built the code, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In WordPress, there will be a default template. Example, in Wix.com, you would have heard in advertisement and all, where there will be a ready-made template. You can choose any one of the template and you can deploy your website. Okay. Same thing here in WordPress as well. You can click on launch. So the advantage here is you don't need to be a programmer. Okay, based on your GUI experience, you can customize. There is something called admin login. You can log in and you can customize your website, and that update would be applied instantly. Okay, let me show you this deployment name. I'll call it as hmm, where do you want to deploy? We can keep it in US East 1B, and machine type. So there are different sizes. You can provide 2 CPU with 8 GB RAM. This should be fine, and it will ask you administrator email address. This is required to log into their portal. It's like username and password to customize your admin portal. So let me give a username like this, jack@jill.com, and install PHP myadmin. Yeah, so all these are all like dependency services. You can let it deploy. Size 10 GB should be fine. This is for a demo. And do you want to allow this traffic from the internet? Yes. Then you can give a range 000, and also you can give a range the same way like we have provided for our firewall, right? Do you remember incoming and outgoing traffic? Same thing here. You can provide a range and then click on deploy. And now a new virtual machine would be deployed, and along with that we will get a URL. We'll get one URL now. It will take like 2 minutes, to maximum 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah, you'll get a URL now. You see site address, admin URL. admin username and password. Here. Okay, have a look into my screen. I'll just launch this page. Can you see your page is, you were trying to send it to you, and that's okay. I'll click on this. Can you see the website is built? Can you all see this?
Yes, sir.
WordPress on Google Compute Engine, and it's still loading actually. Now you can also log in the admin login, and then you can customize your website. How to do that? Again, there is one more link for admin login. Click on this redirect, and here it will ask you username and password. This username and password you have provided at the time of creating or deploying this machine. It's here. Can you all see? Guys, this is a dashboard. For this, you no need to be a programmer. So here you have an option called customize your site. So you can click on this, and you can choose like colors, header media, menus, widgets, themes. You see, themes are available. And also you can if you want to change the text, you can do that. See, there is a edit button here, right? You can click on edit, and here you can okay, you can simply click on publish. And when I come back to this page, see, as of now it's showing WordPress on Google engine like that, right? So now if I refresh, you see welcome to motorsports, and you see it's showing the content. Okay, can you all do this now?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
So what is the name, like exact name of WordPress in this marketplace? There are many things.
Many, right? So don't get confused. Look into my screen. Just search like this, marketplace. Okay. Once you are in marketplace, in the main page itself, if you scroll down next to NVIDIA Quadro virtual workstation, you have a WordPress. Can you see this? Google click to deploy. You select this.
Okay, sir.
So after deploying and going to the website, can you tell us once again how did you take the further options of changing the title and everything?
For that, you have to use one more URL called admin login. If you look into this here, if you look into the deployment manager, we use a name called deployment manager. There you can find the credentials, website address. There is a database also running in the backend. It is not just a website. There is a DB. There is a web server. Everything starts together. Have you noticed, like when I was deploying it, you would have found one right hand side, you found that credentials and all, right? There is one thing, there is one called admin. What is that? Admin login, WP admin. Have you noticed or not?
No, sir.
No, I don't know. Like it was there in the deployment page, sir. So you need a help now. Could you please share your screen?
So are we talking about the email ID that is required to put down to log in as an admin?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was
No,
it.
sir. We just have to go to admin URL, right?
Sir, please go to admin URL and then copy paste the credentials. Then only you are allowed to
Okay.
make customizations.
Okay, sir.
So I'm done.
Okay, thank you.
So one thing, uh, can we change this number, the 35, when you click on the URL? Can we change it to do some name? Is there any way?
Which number, sir?
So URL number, it's 35 dot something, right? It's a number. Can we change it to
Sir,
a
IP
name?
address. You mean to say IP address?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. For that, you have to use proxy servers. It's possible. We have something called route route tables, and through that route tables, we can change this to a specific domain.
Sir, how can we change password for admin login?
Once you logged in, within that login, there will be an option to change. Once you are in dashboard, go to your admin profile, edit profile. So where you should see. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Do it. Okay, let me know once you're all done. How is it going, guys?
Done, sir.
Done,
Done.
sir.
2,
Yeah, got it.
Done, sir.
3.
Yeah, done, sir.
Done, sir.
So I have a problem in this network selection. It's
Network selection.
so while deploying, it's asking for network interfaces. So it's showing error in the Fractal VPC.
No, then you have used a different WordPress deployment.
So I've used that marketplace beside that for $13.61 per month estimated cost.
Same one.
Yeah, Google Click to deploy WordPress.
You don't need to fill anything, no. It will take automatically. When you click on launch,
Yes,
let
sir.
me see. So here it will ask you to provide your administrator email address, correct? Oh,
Yes,
this
sir.
section you are asking about. This one.
No, sir. This Fractal VPC, like just on the top, it's showing some error. Though it's not deploying after that.
Okay. So just click on that, select your subnet, and then click on done. That's all.
There is no subnetwork. Same, just like how you just showed.
Because it's in central, dude. Put it in East
Okay.
US. Change this to East US.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Thanks.
Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Be careful, man. So, yeah, we make mistakes. Just kidding. So make sure whenever you select this option, you verify that you are all in US East 1B or ESU, East US 1B or US East 1B. So we don't have a session tomorrow. Our next session is on Monday. That is on 9th. Okay, if it is done, shall we proceed further? Guys?
Yes, sir. I'm okay with it.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine.
Yes, sir.
So next one is called quota. Quota or quotas. So in GCP, you all know what you mean by general English word quota, right?
Yeah.
Guys, what is a quota?
It's a segment. It's a part of piece of it.
Quota is like division, segment, limitation. It can be anything. So here in AWS, sorry, in Google Cloud also we have quotas. Can you see quotas here?
Yes.
So CPU's quota, when I click on CPU's quota, like you have a limit of 72. And then you click on edit quotas. And see here, currently we are all managed by, what is that team? Manipal team, correct? So when you want to increase your size, when you want to increase your from the default quota, this is what it's provisioned to us as of now. Okay, so if you want to go beyond this, if you want to edit your respective quotas, you can click on this and you can fill your info and click on next. It will be intimated to your approvers. If you are a direct customer to Google Cloud, then the intimation will go to GCP support engineers. If you are managed under an organization, it will go to your owner. Here owner is a person who set up account for you. Okay, and I want all of you to take 5 minutes, look into each quotas here. And people will usually use quota section when they want to enable GPU. GPUs is used for high-end performance. Can you see this? NVIDIA K80 GPUs, all of you? Okay, here you can select, I want it for hierarchy. When you send an email that, hey, I want to enable this GPU functionality, then you can send request to your approver, and then once the approver approves it, then you are allowed to attach GPUs to your machines. GPUs is called as graphics processing units. This is required for 3D modeling, machine learning. This feature is very much important. By default, GPU is not enabled to you. If you want, you can check here. Let me navigate to your machine now. VM instance. Navigate to project 1. Okay, have a look into now. As part of a resource expansion, you may also need GPU, not now, maybe when you are working on data processing, 3D modeling, and especially like high CPU intensive applications. Okay, so GPU. Yes, can you see this now, all of you?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Currently it is grayed out. Do you agree with me? See,
yes,
Yes, sir.
because of that quota limit, or you don't have a permission. In a production environment, your owner will approve you to enable GPU so that you can use this GPU functionality for a high-end processing. Okay, usually for graphics designing like 3D Maya and some kind of high graphics performances, right? They will need this. Let me bring the Google page for you. GCP GPU pricing. Let's see the pricing. It will be expensive. GPU's pricing. Here it is. Which one we enabled? It is NVIDIA something. Tesla. This one, NVIDIA K80. Okay, 1 GPU, 12 GB GDDR5 per CPU will cost you $0.45. This is GPU price. This is what the GPU price per hour. So it will be like 0.45 33 rupees per hour. Okay. Similarly, when you select multiple GPUs, like up to 8 GPUs are supported, and for the basic model they have given this pricing, and when the GPU goes high, maybe double of this would be charged. Okay, now why we need GPU? Can you see this? Especially for gaming, actually.
So do we need it for image processing also?
Anything on high-end graphics? Yes. Yeah. Here you can see high performance GPUs on Google Cloud for machine learning, scientific computing, 3D visualization. We need this. Okay. Right, guys. I just want to halt the session here today. And do you have any questions? I can take up your questions now. Anybody,
Sir,
any question? Yeah.
is there any hard stop for this VMs?
Means?
We hosted a website, right, on a web server. How long will it be like that? Do we have to turn it off manually, like the
Okay.
web server?
It will continue to run as long as you you won't make any changes to the power, or GCP site won't go down. I mean, you have that SLA, right?
Yes, sir.
99.99%. Yeah, if there is any impact to the GCP SLA, then it may go down. Other than that, it continue to run. It will not go down.
Okay. Even if we log out of the like this Google Cloud also, it will continue to run, right, sir?
Continue to run, madam. Yes, you can try. See, you no need to log out and all when it is usable in a browser, which means what? It is available to you. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay. Anybody, any question? Because I have something to ask. Let me know once you all finished your questions. Do you have a question, anybody? Am I good to ask?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Yeah, we are like end of day 2. We have 2 more days to go. So how are you feeling? Like, are you understanding each modules? Are you able to cope up with me? Are you performing all labs practically?
Yes, sir. Like the more the labs I do, the more the I'm technical part of it. I'm understanding it. Theory in one go, I'm understanding it. When I'm doing labs and all, yeah, the theory is like properly conveyed.
Hmm. Okay, very good. I need answers from all. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, the explanations are really good, but sometimes we are not getting enough time to do it because we are not having like 2 monitors. But like today's was like definitely almost all the times we had time, but yesterday and I think the beginning part of today we didn't have time for. I don't know if it's for me alone, but I felt that some parts were a bit fast, but the explanations are really good.
Okay. Yeah,
Even
thank
I
you.
felt like George, sir.
Sorry?
I felt the same.
Even I felt like George.
Okay. Others?
Since we have to switch between 2 different tabs, it gets hard at times, sir, because there is
Huh.
remote connection also, and then there is Google Cloud Console, and then there is the Microsoft Teams.
Yeah, sorry about that. What to do? I usually, especially when you're learning something like you want to switch between labs and the actual model, you need 2 tabs. To at least one extra monitor than your laptop monitor. Yeah, apart from that, leave about that. So, of course, that's a challenge. I agree. How about your learning? How is it going? Others?
So for me, theory part, like I can understand one go, but
Hmm.
it's everything makes sense when I did lab. So
Right.
it's going good for me.
Okay. Thanks, man. How about others? Answers. I need answers from all. Please speak out.
The explanations and all are going good, sir. It's pretty good, the session is.
Okay. Thank you. Others?
So well, it's going good. I mean, there's a lot to learn. The only problem which I think I think Rohit and Aditya mentioned. Other than that, so it's going pretty fine, sir.
Okay. Thanks, man. Yeah. Others?
For me too, it's going good. Like I'm able to do all the labs which you have shown.
Okay. Right. Yeah. Others?
Yes, sir. Like how what George told, that problem was there. Other than that, it was going very good, sir.
Okay. 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 Fine. Yeah. Thanks for your time on this. Thanks for taking some time to share your experience with the training. Yeah. So remaining 2 days again, rest of the 2 days also will have labs. So I'll try to keep as simple examples as possible so that you can easily understand. The one thing I expect from you is um, I want you to make a note. Anyhow, you have a video, but as like I make steps here, right? So I'll do one thing. I'll just put this in your chat window. You can also keep track of this. So is anyone taking a proper notes, like whatever I teach at the time of the session? Are you making a note?
I am just taking a shorthand of it.
Okay.
So I'm not taking anything in detail, just the little bits.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything is fine. Yeah.
Same. Like shares, I'm taking like short notes.
Okay. Yeah, anything is fine, so that it should help you to easily understand. I use some diagrams part of the session, right? Please take those screenshots as well, because sometimes when you look into the task, you may not understand these steps, but just by looking into the diagram, right, you will quickly understand when you go through again. Okay, please make sure that you take a screenshot as soon I complete briefing about the topic, and hope I'm giving enough time for you to do a lab, all of you.
Yes, sir. I think most of the times it is sufficient, but some few border cases, it's yeah.
Yeah, because see, we can't wait for, as you know, like if somebody is taking too much of time, we can't wait, we can't waste others' time as well, right? So maximum, I would say that 90% you have a time to do the lab, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, that's the intention here. So maximum try to do a lab. In case you missed a few labs that you were part of the session, so in that case, anyhow, you have a video. Anytime you can download, you can play, pause, rewind. You can do whatever you want, and you have 2 more days. That is Saturday and Sunday, where you can sit for some time. And if you have any questions as such, you can just play that specific section of the lab, and then you can perform that lab. Okay, right? All good?
So
yes, guys, thank you so much. Thanks for your
Thank
time,
you, sir.
and have a relaxing weekend. We'll
So,
join again on Monday.
so,
Okay.
so can I practice this things on Saturdays, and like this is running, right? Cloud services are running.
Running anything on the lab part, please connect to Manjunath. Only he have a clue, and he asks us to stop everything as soon the session completes. Please check with them.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, lab part, I don't have a control. Even my lab would be terminated. I mean, it's not on like every time. Okay. Fine.
Thank you, sir. You too
Okay.
have a nice weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Akash.